got into coaching pretty much immediately after graduating from college. Sounded like a guy who knew what he wanted to do.
Captain Clutch, he's checked in for Kyle Corbin. Teague against Carter Williams. Here's Captain Clutch. He'll set a screen. 4 on the shot clock. Shot, high post. Second chance shot. The shot is off. So Philadelphia will take it the other way.
Rebounding is going to be the focal point for them in this one, fellas. I can feel it.
Yeah, it's a physical game, and so far the numbers show that they've got the edge on the glass.
And Embiid throws it down. I like that they're taking it inside and taking advantage of each opportunity, Clark, to chip away at the deficit.
Yeah, and doing it with the dunk is a major energizer, too. Gets the momentum going.
Yeah, and I think the interior defense, as good a job offensively as we saw. The defensive presence was almost non-existent. They may see this lead disappear if they continue to give up those easy points.
Teague, the pass to Hendricks. He feeds it to Horford. Pass to Carroll. A 3-ball. That's good. Carroll's got 7 points in the game. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Hawks.
But great hustle defensively through 2 quarters of play, contesting everything, starting to rack up those block shots, guys.
The other thing that's helped them early tonight are the points they've been able to convert off turnovers. Cutting into the lead with a huge one-hand throwdown.
That's how to get your team back into it.
Yes, sir.
That may put a little life back into this team.
Embiid with the steal. Over in the corner, Mbamute. Pass to McDaniels. To the inside. Here's Noel. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Well, Nerlens Noel's rookie season, essentially a medical redshirt, recovering from ACL surgery in early 2013. So this will be his true rookie season.
And Nerlens Noel projected as a #1 draft pick based on his defensive impact as a freshman, Clark, at Kentucky. But the knee injury dropped him to number 6.
Yeah, you're drafting that high. General manager's looking for an immediate impact player in the draft. Concerns about that knee and his slight build caused him to slide. But if he gets healthy and adds some weight to that frame, I think he could be a real presence defensively.
And that one's good. Roten.
That's how you make it happen, guys. Ball pressure and then a run out.
And those are the kind of plays that will turn that deficit into a lead quickly. So solid defense on the ball, that's the key.
Schroeder off a pick from Hendricks. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
Well, an illegal screen is one of the toughest calls for the official to make.
You know, I agree with you. You've got to have some sympathy for the referees when they have to make calls like that, but they get paid well, and they're the best in the business, so they can handle it.
Here's Roten. Rebounded by Brand.
Well, what appeared to be an easy 2 points just never materialized.
It's blocked. And so the first quarter is in the books. It's Atlanta. They're up by 4. And don't a completely new group on the floor. Then for the 76ers, Mbamute comes in for Noel. And it's McDaniels in for Carter Williams. He'll zap at power forward with Horford at center. Captain Clutch is out there with Teague, and it's Carroll in at the small forward position. So that's the lineup for Atlanta.
And a much better quarter for them in terms of shooting the basketball.
You know, anytime your field goal percentage as a team is up in the high 50s, you're doing a lot of stuff right.
Embiid sets the pick for Roten. Down low. 6 on the shot clock. They get a hand on it. Pass break here. Here come the Hawks. Here's Hendricks. Plays it in off the breakaway. Captain Clutch has got 5 points now in the quarter. A minute 50 left now here in the second. Here's Roten on target from 13 feet.
Wow, he was just wide open there. That's way too easy.
There's 1:38 left here in the second. Outside Teague. Teague gets a screen from Hendricks. Teague can't hit.
That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close.
McDaniels kicks to Embiid. Embiid sets the pick for Roten. Embiid dishes to Roten. Shot clock at 6. Great touch on the 16-footer. Roten's got 8 points.
They started the game off tortoise-like, but their offense coming to life.
Tortoise-like. Wow, Clark. Yeah, they're putting it together, but still trailing. Their offense is finally getting some traction.
A nice shot by Teague.
Boy, that was a rugged screen set there, fellas, and the defense didn't even try to go through that one.
Here's McDaniels. An 11-point game for him in the win against Minnesota. Roten with it, and it's Horford picking him up. And that one's good, Roten.
His shooting has been so good today, he may have to take it upon himself to try to get his club out of this hole.
And here is Teague. He's coming off a 19-point game against Portland. The dish to Millsap. And that comes off the assist by Jeff Teague. Millsap's got 4 points in the quarter.
Nice pass that time. What excellent vision by Jeff Teague out there.
Here's McDaniels. He's guarded by Hendricks. McDaniels passes to Richardson. Here's Roten. Offensive rebound. Embiid. Some solid defense there from Hendricks.
Well, Jason, I saw you briefly talking to Coach. What did he...
His talent would translate to the NBA game. Well, I'd say the transition has gone pretty well.
No doubt about that, Steve. I mean, he's looked comfortable and confident since the first day he stepped onto an NBA court. He's had some big games for him.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Doris, over to you.
Hey, Kevin, as you know, Adrian Payne out of a talented Michigan State basketball program. He's one of the older rookies in this draft class, but he only started playing basketball in the 8th grade. He said, quote, "I haven't been playing the game for that long. I got better in a short period of time, and I became a great player. I feel like I have a lot of room to grow. One can only imagine, guys."
That's right, Doris. Thanks. Here's Schroeder. Carter Williams covering. Schroeder kicks to Cephalosha. Pass to Scott. 6 to shoot. Oh, yes, the turnaround. Scott's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
He had no problem knocking down that shot, and a little more damage inflicted on another defensive lapse.
Carter Williams kicks to Roten. Embiid dishes to Roten. 76ers moving the ball around. No good. And Atlanta will come the other way. Fresh from a win against Portland.
Yeah, it didn't seem to be much of a challenge for them in that game. It seemed like they scored at will. Not much defense that they were facing.
Yep, they had the defense on its heels early the entire game, and actually nearly the entire game, and no matter what unit was out there, looked like a mismatch to me.
Now here's Richardson, covered by Cephalosha. From 13, shot denied.
And in the paint, they have really shown some strength. Their work on the boards has been phenomenal.
Yeah, I'd certainly call it a mismatch, Steve, at least for today.
Here's Schroeder. Schroeder off a pick from Hendricks. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Easy call there.
No question about that one. You can hear the impact from where I am.
The Hawks. Captain Clutch, he's checked in for Thabo Cephalosha. And then for Philadelphia, Sims is checked in, and Kirilenko's subbed in for Mbaumute. Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Yes, guys, Mike Budenholzer had some words for his team. Horford was the focus of the discussion, and he wants their offense to run through him. Coach emphasized getting him as many touches as possible, saying he is going to be one of the guys to carry us the rest of the way. It's pretty late in the game to be altering the game plan, but they're going to come out with a different look here, guys. Back to you.
Thanks again, Doris. Inside, here's Bazemore, and you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Yeah, that's 5 of their last 6 baskets inside the lane. They have really established themselves inside. Well, shooting a lot of free throws is a hallmark of the league's top scorers. Generally, it's a way to be efficient. The jump shot, not always going to be there for players. So to be able to physically impact the game by attacking the paint, drawing contact, drawing fouls, that's really what the stars can do.
Mack, the pass to Hendricks. The feed to Mack. The pass to Hendricks from beyond the arc. Rebounded by Covington. The 76ers have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Dishes it to Roten. Covington kicks to Roten. Passes it to McDaniels. There's the steal. Payne with it. Pass to Hendricks. And once again off the mark by Atlanta.
And you know why he was open there. They didn't commit too much defense to him, and you can see why. He has trouble making that shot.
Hits the jumper in space. 14 points for Roten. Atlanta's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the 4th quarter. Mack gets a screen from Hendricks. Jumper off the screen. Mack, good.
That was an outstanding pick that gave him the room to bury the jump shot. Underrated, but not undervalued.
And we're about 3.5 minutes into the 4th quarter. There's the pick. Here's Roten. And again, it's Philadelphia.
You know, the league seems pretty serious about creating more parity between the teams. A big sign of that was the last CBA, where the NBA more than tripled the amount of revenue sharing between the big market and the small market teams. The little guys, I think, are in a much better position now than they were a few years ago.
And that one's good. That's 7 points for Captain Clutch. For Philadelphia, they've gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the 4th. A pretty nice efficiency there. And most NBA teams now can turn a profit with the revenue sharing and still field a competitive team.
And I think that's really important, that you try to balance it out between the large market teams and the smaller market teams. Clearly, revenue creation is different when you're in a bigger market versus a smaller one. So with the tougher luxury tax and revenue sharing, the size of your market is a little bit mitigated. And so therefore, everybody has a better chance to be competitive.
And Bazemore kicks to Mack. There's the pass to Hendricks. Puts up the baby hook. No luck. And Philadelphia the other way now. We've got 1:13 left in the game.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, dominating performance for the Hawks.
Clark, what do you think was the deciding factor in this one?
Simply field goal percentage. They shot the ball much better than the opponent.
And with this win, they'll end up notching another victory for this year's campaign, win number 33.
You know, this is the 3rd consecutive matchup for them, against these guys in the season series. It just seems to be a really good matchup for them.
Yeah, it does. And there's one more game to play in this season series, and barring any major changes to their team, I think the sweep will be in order.
And you have to look back at this and see what a huge game it's been for Al Horford. He did all the dirty work that they needed, clearing out space underneath and securing boards.
Ball's knocked loose. 5 on the clock. Feeds to Bazemore. Stolen by Kirilenko.
And this game is finally getting away from them.
Yep, it has gotten away. There's not really anything they can do now.
Roten, no good.
Well, I think he had all the space he needed. He just couldn't find the bottom of the net.
Here's Captain Clutch. Sinks that one from the post.
And a terrific run to really put this ball game away.
And now let's see how many more points they can throw up there before the horn sounds.
Roten kicks to McDaniels. Here's Sims, and count it, 2 points.